Welcome to Bold Talk series, where creativity, leadership, ideas, innovation come together. My name is Epi Ludvik, and today I have a privilege to have a short one-on-one conversation with Christina Engebak, CEO and co-founder of Lexidy. Christina, great seeing you. Welcome to our Bold Talk series. How are you?
Very well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you here today, Epi.
Yeah, likewise. We was looking forward to this conversation. We're connected, but we never had to have an opportunity to have this kind of conversation. So let's get started. So Christina, you built your career across investment banking, venture capital strategy, and tech startups. Looking back, what pivotal moment set you on the path to eventually led you to Lexidy?
Yeah. Well, I've always been a restless person and a very curious person. So I have been around the block, and that's why I've worked in multiple industries from different angles, the investor side and investment banking and venture capital and strategy consulting, of course. And then in the later years, really working on the management teams and startups and scale ups with digital and tech component and really disrupting industries from within. And that's really my passion. I think indeed I've worked in multiple of these settings. Some projects have gone well, others have not. This is part of the game. And a pivotal moment was after the pandemic, and I met my co-founder, Federico, who is a lawyer and really had the vision to scale Lexidy and work, we're in the legal industry and really turn that into more of a tech startup business model. And so we joined forces because we had this common vision together. And that's what we've been doing for the last 5 years. So we've scaled Lexidy. Now we're operating across 6 countries, mainly across the Mediterranean and Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, and Greece. And we are servicing expats who are moving and relocating to these Mediterranean countries. And we're helping them with that whole process from the visa, legal work, that is a very tedious process in these countries, and we're their first point of contact, and we're helping them get all their administrative and paperwork sorted out. And then we also offer a multiple of 360 services afterwards as well, in terms of, all their compliance and fiscal obligations, helping them with real estate purchases, setting up their companies, managing shareholdings processes, and so forth. And so, we've been able to grow a lot and scale the company in the past 5 years, and really, true to more of a tech startup model, right? And so I think that has been really pivotal when we joined forces and we had this vision, and we've been focusing on bringing that vision to life.
Nice. Now, legal services often feel intimidating in so many ways. How did you and your team build a culture that puts empathy and simplicity at the center of something that's traditional and complex as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, our culture is absolutely everything. And especially when you are working in professional services, you really can't do anything without the people behind. And they are really in the front lines doing everything in the day to day. So I think that, we've been really focusing on setting a great foundation, building a great company, but staying true to our culture. And, of course, it does require a mindset shift. And I think that is really work that has to be done in the day to day, every day, and staying true to our culture and our mission. And that is embedded in everything that we do. It comes down to how we built our team, really ingraining that in our hiring processes. I've worked with the same recruiter for over 5 years here in Lexidy, but I brought her back from my tech days. And so she really understands me, having worked with me for over a decade, and being able to hire the people that are going to really embody our culture of what we're trying to do. And that is, of course, embracing tech, embracing simplicity and embracing, being very client centric. And, it's our people are doing it, and we are really allowing our teams to be at the front of doing that disruption that we're doing, so it's really about the people in the front lines, understanding their processes, their use cases, how they can best, make those processes more simple and more fluid for our customers. But that is ingrained in everything that we do.
Well said. Yeah, I mean, that's part of alignment, aligning people around the vision and the mission, and making sure that is part of engraved in it in the company's culture is so important. And when you talk about innovation in law, you look back from other industries, it's still in its early stages in comparison, right? What do you see as the biggest opportunities and challenges in using technology to deliver legal services in the next decade?
Yeah. Well, absolutely. I think that was one of the reasons why I found the industry so appealing, because, it really is that long tail with everything to be disrupted. And a few people at the time were, with my background, going in, diving in headfirst to disrupt the industry. And, we're having a lot of fun doing it. We have a very blended team. So we have people from different profiles, obviously, the bulk being legal experts now across 6 countries, but having those blended teams working very closely with our product teams, our tech teams, and really, going through our processes and making them more efficient. So I think this blended model where it's really the people on the teams, the lawyers themselves, having that lawyer-led model where they're a part of the process has been very effective for us in the disruption. And, whenever we have those breakthrough moments, we really showcase them across the whole company and we celebrate because, I think it's also about removing the fear of that is often, nobody knows what the future holds, but I think that it's definitely important to destigmatize and involve the whole teams in this own disruption. And of course, it's a challenge, but what has worked with us is definitely having that collaborative blended model with lawyers and text experts working very closely together. And of course, there's the challenge of regulation, and we're dealing with sensitive data, so we have to be very mindful of what we can do and what we can't do, and have that responsible setup of the protective barriers that we need.
Yeah, I was looking at your website before the call and was looking at the clients range from digital nomads to corporations, which sits at the intersection of global mobility and entrepreneurship in a way. How do you think borderless legal care will shape the way people live and build businesses in the future?
Yeah. Well, it's already happening. And, we have serviced, a good 30,000 clients, and we've been able to grow because of this, clear demand for the type of services that we are offering. And, it's definitely a big advantage for us that we are based now in 6 countries and we have legal experts on the ground, and our clients are able to establish those relationships of trust. And a lot of times, even before arriving to the country. So it's truly borderless. And the fact that our teams can collaborate across different disciplines, across immigration, real estate, tax, corporate, and being able to offer that, full 360 scope for the clients is highly valued.
Yeah. And it also helps being in the Mediterranean. People like to move to, especially nomads, they like to be where the nice weather is, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm based in Barcelona. I'm originally from Norway, and I think we can all relate all of the cities where we are based. They're beautiful cities with so much to offer, and especially now that we are seeing this trend where there's so much internationalization, I think it's tremendous what this is adding in terms of, color and value to the societies that where we are based.
Yeah, yeah, a very exciting place. I was there last week in Barcelona. It was really a great place. We're really happy that we're doing our Bold Award 7th edition there in Barcelona. So really exciting and look forward to seeing you there as well.
You. I'm looking forward to being there with you.
Yeah, that'll be great. So, Christina, I always like to ask this question to all my guests, and that is about the word bold. What does that mean to you personally?
Well, I think, bold personally for me, it's about having a lot of grit and curiosity that you need to have being, a disruptor, being an entrepreneur, leading a company that is scaling rapidly. And it's been part of my personal journey, my professional journey. And I also really try to foster that culture in our broader company because, we really want to have that safe space where our team members can also be bold and try new things and, remove a little bit about the fear and structure that oftentimes in companies prevent people from trying new things. And I think that for us has been really important in the culture that we have and the rapid transformation that we have been able to have as a company, more traditional digital law firm, but being more digitized and tech. And then now with AI and really embedding technology throughout our processes end to end, I think that we've been able to have that success because our teams have also trusted and been bold in making that happen.
Well said. Getting that grid, build that grid, go bold, always be great, Christina, and be bold. Thank you for joining us for this Bold Talk series, and looking forward to seeing you in Barcelona. Until that time, take care, be great, and be bold. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye, Epi.